Do you like pain? Because I'm pretty sure that that has to be like an honorary prerequisite to being in the Attack on Titan fandom. Okay, that's good enough. Hello, welcome to another episode of Chips and Ships. Today we'll be talking about Levi and Erwin. Yes, so actually I'm trying out a slightly different format. I'm going to be talking about my snacks! I forgot my snacks! Oh my god! Literally only an essential part of my concept. Snacks. I'm gonna eat them. Are they open already? Oh, it's so strange. Who could have done that? They're delicious. They're strawberry. So, changing my format a little bit, I'm going to be, eating snacks, and then also walking you through a piece of fan art that I'm drawing of the ship that I'm going to be talking about. Today, the fan art is of Levi and Erwin. The concept for this piece is that it is after the war, and Erwin and Levi have retired together in a tiny little apartment in a Mediterranean-esque town by the sea. It is early morning, and they are having coffee together. So I am very particularly attracted to this kind of scenario. I think partly because the events of the show and of the manga are so harrowing and traumatic for the poor characters living through them that all I want to see is them carving out a little bit of peace in the world after the events of this series. I'm over my trauma. Am I? I'll never be over my trauma. Okay, so we're gonna just hip right into it. Okay, so this is Levi. I have my outline here. Oh fuck! Levi's interest in Erwin is physiological. So I haven't finished the series, but I am guessing, and maybe this is wrong, but that the Ackermans are some kind of bioengineered superhuman secret race, and that they imprint ? On specific people. So Mikasa is obviously imprinted on Eren, Kenny had imprinted on Yuri, and I think Levi has imprinted on Erwin. So his drive to serve Erwin and to keep Erwin safe is built into his body. That's not sexy at all. Levi is just by far one of my favorite characters in the entire series. He is one of these characters who could so easily fall into a particular trope of kind of cool, collected super fighter, and he just doesn't. He resists that so consistently. He is nuanced and he is caring, he is sentimental, he's compassionate. All these hypermasculine qualities that I think anime tends to draw on are just sort of not ignored, but certainly played with Levi as a character. I think we want nice pale pens, nice and pale pens. We're gonna line over all of this eventually, so it doesn't need to be perfect by any stretch of the imagination. Oh yeah, that's a foot. That's a foot. That's a foot and a half. So when Erwin dies, it's this really extraordinary moment. They're actually both giving up on their dreams. For Erwin, it's giving up on his dream of finding the truth, and for Levi, it's giving up on Erwin and letting Erwin go. And that's why he's so desperate when he's carrying out the plan. He's thinking to himself over and over again, just one person has to survive, just one. And the image of Erwin pops into his head. Ugh. Okay. Let's do his wheelchair. No, don't like that, don't like that. Oh god, everything's falling.
It's fine, it's not a problem. It's fine, it's not even an issue or anything. It's not a problem.
doing some colors. Look at this. Look at this. Oh yeah, her yeah, her yeah. I also decided to give Levi a fancy scarf because I'm thinking that in the future, when Levi is in the regular world, he's going to give up his ascot and instead wear fancy ass Hermes scarves. Because he's a bad bitch. There it is. That's his fancy scarf. We'll figure it out later. Okay, well, speaking of Erwin, fucking love Erwin. I love Erwin so much. I love his creepiness. I love his sort of ickiness and his like devilish side. I love his ruthlessness. I like that he looks like a golden boy and yet he sees himself as like this disgusting con man who's like manipulating all of his soldiers into following him to death. Let's do maybe blue shirt for Erwin. No, I think I want that to be white. The hets will say, as I've heard the hets say, that Erwin must be straight because he was attracted to Maria, who is his, I guess, childhood love / childhood crutch. And to that, I say two things. Number one, Erwin doesn't choose her. Erwin decides to go back to the military, aka Levi. And to number two, I say, as a bisexual person, being attracted to women, in fact, guarantees nothing about whether or not you'd be attracted to men. And do I speak from experience? Maybe. So I've put this little shrine in the corner here. And in it, I've placed, I have placed the symbol of the Survey Corp. And that's because I can't imagine in any kind of future where Levi and Erwin wouldn't want to somehow honor their fallen comrades or wouldn't want to somehow honor their time spent in the Survey Corp. And that's one thing that I feel is left out of the conversation frequently about Levi and Erwin's relationship. And that's a natural side effect of the show being centered around like our three main characters rather than around them. But they have a really long history. They have been fighting alongside each other for many years before the events of the series even begin. And another part of their history that I think is worth mentioning is that Erwin and Levi probably saw each other as humanity's hope for years. Like Erwin for his, brain, for his mind, and Levi for his unprecedented prowess in 3D maneuvering gear. And you'll notice that like for a good chunk of Erwin's master plans, it's literally just Levi. Okay, so I'm going to work on this for a little bit. Stay tuned and I will reveal the final work at the end of the video. Okay, so I am done. I have covered it up for you. So we're gonna do this little reveal. It's gonna be super cute. Am I recording? I don't think I'm recording. Is everybody ready? Everybody. Oh lol. Okay. Let's go ahead and zoom out so that you can see it. Here's my original drawing, so you can see it. And bum ba da da. That's it. I'm pretty happy with the way that it turned out. If you have any thoughts, I ended up doing this sort of pattern for the windows with the like sort of tile pattern. And I think that turned out pretty nice. And the background is cute. And I like the leaves and the plants. So anyways, so I think I like how it turned out pretty well. If you like it, you feel free to give me feedback in the comment section. And if not, have a lovely day, and I will see you for the next episode of Chips and Ships.